Yo, if you like Wuthering Waves, Genshin Impact, Neverness, Togetherness, Arc Knights, Enfield, if you are a fan of open world gacha games, then these games right here are going to be of interest to you. Wuthering Waves is one of my favorite gacha games. I love Genshin Impact, I love Arc Knights, Enfield, I love Neverness, Togetherness. But just because I play all of these games doesn't mean that I don't have time for more. Doesn't mean that I don't look forward to newer, better games. With this in mind, today I'm going to go through a list of every open world gacha game coming in 2026 and beyond. I did a video on this a couple months ago, but since then there have been 3 new gacha games revealed, and I'm going to include all of them in a more comprehensive video. Now this list is sorted alphabetically, and we're going to start it off with Ananta. Ananta is NetEase's urban open world action RPG, formerly referred to as Project Mugen. It is set in a massive modern anime style city with high degrees of sandbox freedom. You'll switch between task force characters for missions, free exploration. It utilizes a martial arts combat system, with each character having various different types of superpowers. The map is much larger and more explorable than NTE. The monetization leads more into cosmetics rather than characters. There has been no public beta test yet. It is still in the pre-release phase with no firm global window. Then we have Azur Promilia. This is a fantasy open world action RPG from Manju Games, the same people that make Azure Lane, with heavy creature companionship. You'll capture, you'll train, and you'll battle these cute little Kibo creatures while exploring the large, vibrant world, utilizing flying mounts, ground mounts. It has fast action combat. It has a base building feature. It also has light life sim elements. It's targeting a more modern gacha audience with structured combat, large, powerful elite boss monsters out in the world, dungeon style content, alongside creature collection. The closed beta test has happened in China, in Korea. It's going on in Japan right now. Unfortunately, there's been nothing at all confirmed for global, but we're hoping. Then we have CookieRun NewWorld. This is a new entry in the long-running CookieRun franchise. There is very limited concrete information revealed so far. It is expected to continue the charming, colorful, cookie-themed adventure RPG vibe that the series is known for, but now in a bigger, more open-world format. It was officially unveiled just a couple months ago. They're aiming for a later launch window. At some point around 2029 is the rumor going around. There has only been one single trailer, but it is confirmed to be an open world RPG gacha game set in the CookieRun universe. This is probably going to be a more nostalgic, family-friendly gacha rather than a gacha game with, cultured, degenerate husbandos and waifus. Then we have Honkai Nexus Anima. This is Hoyoverse's creature collecting open world adventure strategy game. You'll explore a large world, you'll bond with and ride and fly on your little Anima companions. It is essentially an auto battler strategy game with exploration, with mini games and day and night cycles. It's a cozy gacha game, which Hoyoverse isn't typically known for. Pre-registration is currently live. There is a test phase coming up, in theory in the next month or so. The first closed beta test ran last year. There have been significant improvements made based off of the trailers that we've seen. Then we have Petit Planet. This is Hoyoverse's first cozy cosmic life sim. It's essentially Animal Crossing, which means that they're gonna have an enormous market for this game. You'll nurture and customize your own planet. You'll befriend these adorable little animal-like neighbor guys. You'll decorate, you'll explore, you'll connect planets into a galaxy. It has this stylized, cartoony art style with relaxing gameplay, plus light progression and probably pretty predatory monetization. People are speculating you're probably going to get like a couch for $100, $200. Pre-registration is open. There have been multiple closed beta tests thus far. There's no firm release date yet, but people are speculating 2026 because Hoyo hasn't released a game this year. Then we have Project 2/3 Utopia. This is an upcoming indie open world Gravity Rush style game in early stage development. There are limited public details beyond that first trailer. It does utilize gravity manipulation, traversal, and it has stylish action combat in a very large open world. It has an anime aesthetic. It is still very early. There have been no major gameplay showcases outside of that first trailer, and there is no firm timeline beyond in development, unfortunately. Then we have Project NAMI. This is Kudo Games, for the same people that do Wuthering Waves, action combat focused open world game. It is a high quality action RPG with strong, very strong emphasis on combat. It's aimed at PC, console, and mobile, and they did confirm the game is releasing globally. This is one of Kudo's next major projects. It is positioned as a high production action title alongside Wuwa and another game that we're going to talk about in just a minute. Details are still relatively sparse right now, but job listings point to big world design and strong combat systems. It is expected to deliver Kudo's signature fluid action combat in a fresh open world package. This is what I'm keeping an eye on. And we have Project Spirits. This is Shift Ups, the people behind Nikke and Stellar Blade, next flagship cross-platform title between PC, consoles, and mobile, built on Unreal Engine 5. Global launch is targeting 2027. This was confirmed by Level Infinite, the publisher themselves. It is going to be a stylish open-world action gacha RPG with Eastern fantasy and subculture influences. Expectations are very high from this. I mean, have you seen Nikke? Have you seen Stellar Blade? The quality and style from these games, from the studio, is going to be insane, given the studio's track record. It has been rebranded from its earlier internal name, which was Project Witches. Very little is known still right now. There were key visuals that were released. The gameplay that you're seeing in the background is of Stellar Blade, but I guarantee you this is going to be an incredibly polished game. Yo, I don't mean to interrupt the video, but I need to take a moment here to thank all my incredible patrons over on Patreon whose support continues to allow for me to do regular videos like this every single day on this channel. Thank y'all so much, including our YouTube channel members. You guys mean the world to me. So do you guys as viewers as well. Now, without further ado, let's continue. Then we have Project Sun. This is a combat-focused open-world action RPG from Kudo Games. Once again, this the people behind Wuthering Waves. It emphasizes strong action combat in an open-world setting. This is part of Kudo's expanding multi-platform portfolio. Recent reveals, including reliable coverage in June 2026, have highlighted it as a distinct project from both NAMI and Wuthering Waves. It is an Unreal Engine 5 game. It is multi-platform on PC, console, mobile. There have been modern fantasy and sci-fi elements rumored in some of the reports. The focus does, of course, remain on high-quality cinematic-filling combat, another signal that Kudo is doubling down on action open-world experiences. Then we have Rewinding Cadence. This is an open-world action RPG gacha built around time loop mechanics and narrative. You'll rewind cycles to alter quest outcomes and story branches with choices and consequences. There are Dungeons and Dragons style elements implemented as well. It is a beautiful open world game with functional mounts, spirit companions. Tactical test recruitment has been active. There is a beta test currently running. The branching narrative, the time loop aspect, these features provide high replayability and a lot of what if storytelling potential that really isn't explored in current gacha narrative styles. And we have Sea of Remnants. This is a unique ocean adventure RPG with wooden puppet characters. You'll play as a puppet folk sailor exploring dynamic seas, battling strange monsters, and seeking lost memories. You'll build and customize your fleet and ship. You'll recruit a crew via gacha, and you'll shape the evolving pirate city hub of Utopia through multiple different narrative choices. The Steam page is live. There have been previews. There have been beta tests. My wife, Mrs. Stix, absolutely loved the game, and she can't wait to play it. Then we have Silver Palace, a Victorian Gothic open-world action RPG gacha with a strong detective and mystery theme. You'll explore a sprawling, industrialized metropolis. You'll solve cases. You'll fight in real-time combat. Use traversal tools like grappling hooks and flying mounts. It is built on Unreal Engine 5 with impressive lighting and atmosphere. There was a test phase held already. I got to participate in it. There's a test phase coming, which I'm going to be able to participate in. It has some of the most engaging interactive combat that I've seen in an action gacha game. Then we have Varsapura, a supernatural open-world RPG set in a mysterious metropolis infused with strange phenomena. It has high-quality Unreal Engine 5 visuals. It has functional city exploration with vehicles. This is Hoyoverse's flagship-level project that was revealed with a 31-minute gameplay demo released late in 2025. It featured character skills and ultimate abilities, team building, exploration, with a supernatural urban fantasy tone, and vehicles for traversal. Then we have Xunjing the Realm. This is a fantasy open-world third-person shooter. It has high freedom exploration in a fantasy setting. Pre-registration for the game is currently available. It focuses on third-person shooter combat and open traversal in a rich fantasy realm. Unfortunately, outside of their initial trailer, there has not been anything revealed. We have no release date, we have no functional beta tests yet, but it is still in development based off of information revealed from the dev team themselves. Then we have Wang Yue, an urban fantasy open-world ARPG gacha game mixing modern city life with fantasy biomes and monsters. It features large-scale exploration, strong visuals. There's a beta currently going on that features entirely overhauled combat, cinematics, everything. That's the footage I'm using in the background right now. The last time I talked about this footage was not available. So clearly the game has made significant improvements over time, and it also has some Zelda and Pokemon inspired elements. Zelda in the form of the vehicles that you can construct, and Pokemon in the form of the creatures that you can collect. And finally, Unending Dawn. This is a multiplayer open world action RPG gacha with Souls-like combat influences. It's set in a post-catastrophe medieval fantasy world where survivors fight cursed creatures, and unfortunately, there's been nothing revealed since it was announced several years ago. We don't even know if it's still in active development. We haven't heard that it's not in active development, so that's a positive. It is being built on Unreal Engine 5. It is fully cross-platform compatible with PS5, PC, and mobile. It features full parrying, dodging. It features large boss fights, puzzles, exploration. Multiplayer co-op has also been noted. And those are the 13 upcoming open world gacha games that you should be on the lookout for. There may be more introduced, announced, revealed over the course of the year, and if there are, I'll update this list over time. I'll do dedicated videos on them like I always do. All of these games are going to be fun. Whether or not they survive remains to be seen, but you know what? At the end of the day, innovation breeds competition, and competition is better for all of us. It makes each game step up their game so they get even better and they remain better than their competition. I know you think that you just hit the end of the video, and technically, yeah, you have. And I know your first reaction is to close out of it at this juncture, but don't. No, instead, I urge you to take a moment here and click one of the videos on screen that are coming up in just a moment so you remain up to date with everything going on in the gacha genre. Trust me, you're not going to regret doing so. Stay flaccid.